Somebody was asking me for a change management write-up. I have to speak somewhere from 3 days. Didn't have time, doing too much. Last night I just sat, wrote what I think, and I sent it. And please, talk to yourself. This is no group discussion. This is a discussion with yourself every day. Find those focus key items and focus on it. And that's what's going to happen with Lean. Cassandra, sorry to pick up on you again. How many action items we talked? Like 10, 15, and you guys are going one by one, one by one. It's very easy to talk. I have a problem, I have a problem, I have a problem. Keep on talking about it.
It's easy for people to say they have a problem if they have no suggestions on the solution too.
But the point is, if you have a problem, you focus, you find the solution, and just do it. And that's what's going to happen with you guys. You're going to take all this knowledge away. You're going to find the problems, you're going to find the processes, but no focus. Nothing will change. Nothing will change. Now we already talked about organization, culture, and leadership skills. You have created a platform, you have created a foundation. Then you build by having a daily management. First, having a purpose, and then having a daily management to achieve that purpose, that focus. If you haven't realized, that's what exactly Dandapani is teaching. Find the focus every day. 2 or 3 KPIs. FO, very few objectives. Very few objectives. And focus on them. Everything else you guys are doing, just see, is it important? Where am I wasting my time? Now, you will have a list of opportunities coming out of here because you're focusing and you're asking why. Now is the time to apply problem solving. Okay? So we already covered chapter 1, almost chapter 2. We are in problem solving now. What is the goal of this chapter? To create a common understanding and language of Lean across the organization, to practice basic problem solving, A3 or DMAC approach. How many people have heard about the word A3? 1, 2 or 3 people. A3 is A3. And when you go to your problem solving sheet, Japanese thinking is, if you can solve your problem from start to finish and present it on one page, you know what you're doing. If you have to write a 60-page report, you are bluffing. If you can explain everything you have done from start to finish, that means you know. That's what A3 thinking is. See if you can put down your problem to the end, till the solution in one page. And it's a living document. You don't have to finish it in one go. You should be populating as you go along. You can have tons of supporting documents. If you come to the Greenbelt training, I will ask for this, and I will ask for all the supporting documentation. But I will get the answer within this sheet. If I need to deep dive, I will deep dive and go to your map, go to fishbone analysis, whatever I have to go to. But if you can explain in one page, wow, awesome. Lean philosophy, go see. We have already heard a lot about this, a lot. Go to Gemba, go see for yourself, touch and feel it, ask why. When we are there, ask why, what, 5W2H. How many people have heard about 5W2H? We're going to do it. What, when, why, where, who, how many. You guys should. Anytime you have a problem in your mind, just write down what, when, why, where, who, how. You will start clearing it. You will start opening up the peels of the onion. And of course, we talked enough yesterday. Show respect. Accountability. We must listen carefully. This is our Lean Toolkit. This picture may be a little bit different from yours, but I'll send you this presentation. First is principles, respect for people, vision, voice of the customer, Hoshin Kanri, and leader standard work. Then comes PDCA and your communication structure, KPIs and metrics. Then comes Lean event methodology. Then comes A3 thinking. And then these are the steps which we will cover. And then we have tons of tools. My brain works in one page. This is all the tools we have. Process understanding tools, problem solving tools, process standardization tools, data collection and analysis tools, and of course there are some other key Lean philosophies. All of this can be applied in A3 thinking. You don't have to pick up everything, you just choose which problem you are seeing and which tool you need in your process improvement or problem solving. Different types, okay? We're going to cover some of them. We already talked about it. Toyota's philosophy, focus on cost price. not the selling price. Remember? Touch once. First time right. How many people have heard about this? First time right. Do it once. That's philosophy. Anytime you're looking at a process, and if you see Sandra touches it, and he touches it, and she touches it, you just say, why are we touching it 3 times? Quality control versus quality assurance. How many people know quality control is waste? This is exactly what Umesh was saying. Quality assurance is right. Honda Japan, you will be lucky at the end of the line if you'll find inspectors inspecting. Unlike India, when we started the plant, we had around 45 inspectors. Why would they put 45 inspectors in India and no in Japan? It's the culture. They didn't trust us, and for sure, it's good they didn't trust us because we don't have the same philosophy. So there was people installing all the parts, but that's what quality assurance is. You do your job, you're the next station, you make sure you have a quick look at hers, you are making sure you quick look at his, and quality is assured in the system. But please remember QC. QC means you do all your job and you check at the end. Quality assurance is in the process, assured. First pass yield, very simple formula. First step happens, 10% is rejected. Second step happens, 30% is rejected. Third step happens, 10% is rejected. If you want to check the yield, the overall yield of the process, you multiply 0.9 into 0.7 into 0.9 into 0.6 into 0.8. Does somebody have a calculator, please? Or everybody should do it to put it in your brain. This is the first pass yield of the process, which means how many good product went through. Please calculate, guys, please.
Should we do it?
Just calculate 0.9 into 0.7 into 0.9 into 0.6 into 0.8. You know when you 27.2. Only 27% of the product went good. Everything else was either rejected here or there or there. As lean professionals, if you want to improve a process, you will have to do this exercise. Especially when I was doing the building permit process review, I was looking at all these people are, actually the answer was around 1% or 2%. Either he rejected or she rejected or he rejected because there are so many different departments in the process. And then we asked, why are you guys rejecting? They told me, go, look at the reasons. I looked at the reason, there were around 67 different reasons, but only 7 reasons were the key reasons. I'm just teaching you. If you measure it, you can change it. And then you find out why my yield is so low. What is the meaning of this 30% rejection happening in this step and 40% reject happening in this step? What does it mean? We have a special name in Honda to call that. What is this guy doing here when he rejects or she rejects? What happens to this product? Scrapped or reworked. We call it hidden factory. You think your process is running like this, but your process is running like this, like this, like this, and these are called the roadblocks and the bottlenecks in the process. But if you cannot measure it, you cannot change it. We have started to apply in public service, we have started to apply in healthcare, this philosophy. The patient comes in, how many times patient have all the right information? You know the referring doctor, so I'm working in this cardio clinic, referring doctor writes the report and sends it to the cardio clinic. 60% of the time cardio clinic rejects. Either health card number is missing or X is missing or Y is missing, and then we are saying why the patient is taking 3 months, 4 months. Once she has to reject and goes back to the referring doctor, it takes 2 weeks to come back. Lean philosophy is make a system so stringent that the sheet will not move from referring doctor to the cardio clinic. Can we do it in a day? No. But with new technology, with EMR systems, you know the EMR systems, right? Electronic medical systems, you can do it. Artificial intelligence is coming in. And I'm sorry to say, we humans are our own enemies. We are the ones who are creating these softwares. Why? Because we are not efficient. And then we say why our jobs were taken away. We made it happen. We allowed this. People want robots working on the lines. They don't want humans. Businessmen. Why? Because they had enough. I think it's a time for us to wake up. Big time. Big time. We are killing ourselves. Terminator is not going to come. We are bringing Terminator actually. Are you guys following nowadays? Artificial intelligence and everything coming in? How many people know about AI? Guys, start reading. Guys, just be aware what's happening and keep your eyes open. Big things are happening outside. Big disruptions are coming. FIFO, first in, first out. How many people believe in it? How many people actually apply it? And-on system. Anybody heard the word and-on before? It's a simple system. What is the meaning? Simple terms. Explain so people can understand.
It triggers a response to uncompleted or error parts before it can go any further.
One, and it's about informing.
It's just like for our assembly line, there's a lever and you pull it and it'll shut the line down and it'll create an alarm.
Everybody has to get to the line. And-on system is basically the line is running, I have a problem, line is stopped, my supervisor or electrician or mechanical, whoever shows up line right away. Yeah. Pull, in their case there may not be a pull, in case there will be a phone, there will be a hotline, there will be an X straight to the contract coordinator who will get things done. Or the line or the in charge sitting there. The whole philosophy is the line shouldn't stop, the resource shouldn't be wasted. And-on system is all about utilizing your resources and not wasting. I went to a cosmetic manufacturing line. Listen to this one. Listen to this one. 25 people on each, one lipstick line, on mascara line, on X line, on Y line. There were around 35 lines. And there were 25 people. And I saw at least 15 lines stopped. Multiply that by a number of 25 people. I'm not saying nobody was working. And-on system in HR. Process, hiring, it's a process. Same thing like them. How do you pull the cord? You don't need a cord. How do you say flag? Anytime you have a problem, flag and improve the line. That's what we did in building permit. Almost similar to you, but building permit, hiring process, paper process. What's the benefit of having a work cell? What's the benefit of having a work cell? Steps, time. The biggest benefit of having a work cell is when you have a high production, you can put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people to match the demand. When you have low production, you can leave one person. They don't have to run around. And you guys found out yesterday with falafel maker, why does he have everything this way? If he had a U work cell, he would be doing awesome. Same thing on your sites. An electrician can have a U bench, whatever he is doing, or at least stuff close to him, wherever he is installing, everything is close to him. Work cell doesn't mean that you have to put a machine. Work cell means creating your work and having everything that you need close to you. Office, not running around to look for a stapler. Create a work cell with everything that you need to do your job. Kanban, push versus pull. Okay, I'm going to cover this here. What is wrong between the picture number 1 and picture number 2? What's the difference? Sorry?
The input, it varies?
Here we are making batches. Here we are making almost one piece flow. Kanban means whatever customer is asking. If customer is asking 5, only produce 5. Don't produce big batches. We'll cover more. I don't want to put too many things today in your mind. Okay? I'm just going to go to the takt time versus cycle time. I'm going to just do this exercise here. How many produce parts you produce? How many moldings? Just one part number. Give me one part number.
How many parts?
No, just one part number. The highest, fastest moving part you have.
seconds? Like how fast?
No, total number of parts per day for Toyota. Part number X, 520 per day. Per shift. Okay, so let's stay in the shift. Per shift, which is equal to 8 hours, right?
Give or take, yeah.
Give or take. Okay, how many minutes in 8 hours? 480. Takt time is equal to 520 divided by 480. Can somebody give me the takt time? Do you guys understand what I'm trying to do? 520 parts are required every shift. And how many minutes we have? 480 minutes. What is the answer? 52 divided by 48? 1 point per minute. This is per minute. This is the takt time. Takt time means what is your customer asking? Customer is asking 1.08 minute. Give me 520 parts every shift. But you have problems in your machine, or you haven't upgraded your machine, and you produce at 2 minutes. This is called cycle time. I'm just trying to teach you the difference between takt time and cycle time. What is the goal? That's it. Or less. Less than 1. Otherwise,
What we try and do, we have our customer takt time requirements, and we try and lower it by, I think, 5 or 6 seconds to give that catch-up if machine breakage.
efficiency.
Or anything happens.
80 to 85%.
We try to give it that little bit to make up for it.
85% of this means 0.85, because you know 15% of the time your machine will stop. Human resource. You guys are doing hiring. You list down all your hirings, and you put down your number of staff you have, put down your number of hours you have, and then you divide. And you also calculate how much time an average hiring process takes, the touch time. That's the one thing I've seen. I'm not teaching you guys today. We don't do capacity studies. How many people have heard about capacity study? Capacity study means knowing how many resources I have and what is my demand, how much time each product should take. Like you knew, they quickly told me 1.08 minutes. In service and public service, it's tough. It's not tough. We don't do it. Let me rephrase my words. We don't do it. I was working with one IT team, and they had around 25 people, and they had so many number of calls. So I asked them, okay, have you ever done a capacity study? Have you ever taken an average call? How much time it takes? Oh, CJ, it's very tough. And that's how people hide, and that's how people always ask resource, give me resource. And the problem is the senior people say, take the resource. And then we say, fire the resource. Nobody has done mathematics to understand how many people I need against the demand I have. In manufacturing, we don't add waste. We keep 10-15%, not 40 to 50%. We know machine will stop. We know people have to take human breaks. So the goal in manufacturing is 85% minimum efficiency or above.
Dave says our goal is 15%. That's true. If we get 15% an hour, if we get people to work maybe 25% of the time in an hour, it's just gains. That's why we're here. We're trying to find where we're going to fold the efficiency up.
And that will come when we walk the Gemba, when we walk the process, when we engage the people. They will bring all the solutions to you. Okay, can you guys remember takt time versus cycle time? Takt time is, what are they asking? Cycle time is, what can I achieve? Whether it's an HR process, whether it's a purchasing process, whether it's manufacturing, whether it's producing a medicine, same thing, same philosophy. Just in time, you've heard just in time. Just in time means zero inventory, zero failures, zero lead time. That's the goal. Available. Whenever you say click, available. If you come to the Greenbelt training, you will be doing time and motion studies. Probably we'll pick up one of their case study. We will pick up manufacturing case study, and you guys will be doing exercises in the room. I will design exercises as per sector. So you can do time and motion studies. You can do capacity studies. You can understand the basics of Six Sigma. Do lots of exercises, what I do every day. When I go and do a process review, first thing I do is, you are the admin people, tell me whatever you do. She tells me I do 6 things. I break up 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, and then with her blessing, I watch her with time and motion study just to see all the things, all the steps she takes. Third thing I do is I watch the flow of the patient from start to the finish. I do these 3 things, and that's what I put in the map when you get to the map. Remember about Frederick Taylor? Frederick Taylor, the first person I showed you on the pioneers of lean, he's the one who designed time and motion study. You as lean practitioners should be able to pick up a watch and do a time and motion study. And the answer is, first of all, engage people. Don't just show up. Start working. I'm going to watch you. What am I going to get? What I'm going to get from her?
Nerves.
Resistance, the worst process ever, and she will show me the things which she never does. She will take the longest process, and if I'm stupid, I will just take it and go away. While if I train her first in the room, she engages and she does the high-level mapping, and we tell her that these are the missing spots. I'm going to come and fill out those spots. Yeah, CJ, come. You know, people wait for me because we take it humanly.